We are here. Oh, 1 second. Let me turn on my intro light. We are here to discuss the finale, the final episode ever of Power Book 2 Ghost. We were going to do a watch along, but unfortunately, Amazon Prime have stopped doing watch parties. So obviously we couldn't do the watch party. So we've had to watch the episode separately. Hope that you have watched the episode, and yeah, we're good to go. Obviously, you got myself, Nate the Man in the Know.
You got Richie Rich in the house.
And we are going to get straight into it. So, season finale of Power Book 2 Ghost. Rich, we've been saying about how much this series has been dead, how much the writers have been extremely lazy, how can they do my boy Tariq like this? Like, it's finally come to the last ever episode, from what 50 said. It's the last episode of Power Book 2 Ghost. Yeah. What's your first thought? How are you feeling? Like, before we get into it, how are you feeling? Are you satisfied? Are you vexed?
No. Definitely not satisfied. Definitely not satisfied in regards to the final season. It gave me slight vibes.
This episode, don't worry about the season. We'll break down the season in our next one.
No. This episode particularly gave me a bit of vibes of Game of Thrones final episode. In the sense of particular scenes should have lasted longer, or should have been a separate episode for it. And that's my thing. I just think I can't ridicule this last episode because there was good points and there was bad points, but I think it was probably more good points in regards to this episode. But I do feel it felt a bit rushed in this particular episode.
Okay. I agree in the sense that potentially, obviously, budget allowing, we could have gone from 10 episodes in this series to, because it's the final series, could have stretched it to 15. Yeah. Or even stretch it to a 12 or a 13.
I think 12 or 13 would have been sufficient.
I think, consider it's the final ever series, I think 12 or 13 would have been like, it stands alone. It makes you think, okay, cool, this is the reason why it's the final episode ever. But I'm not disappointed. I know if Merv was on the pod right now, Merv would be waxing lyrical. It's the greatest episode ever seen, bro. Like, you understand? Like, bro, I'm giving it 15 out of 10.
Show Merv respect.
Okay, cool. I won't. But he would have given it 15 out of 10, 100%.
Yeah, you fully would. That's the thing.
Fully 15 out of 10. Power's back. He would have been, do you get me?
Yeah, but Power's back, but it ended.
It is. But let's go straight from the beginning. So obviously this is going to come out when it's going to come out today, to be honest, like, which is Sunday.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, you haven't seen it, but it will be spoilers. So if you don't want to listen to spoilers, please stop it now. Press like and comment and all that stuff before you do it. And then just come back to it when you've watched the episode. So obviously the end of last episode, which was episode 9, was my girl Monet dying. You already know how I feel about Monet going. Again, big RIP to Monet. And yeah, the first opening scenes was still emotional.
Yeah,
like, people were still emotional.
But was it still emotional? Because to me, the opening scene, like you said, is Monet being in a body bag. Body bag. That's it. In a body bag, being taken away. And throughout this particular episode, I honestly felt the person more emotional about Monet dying was Kane.
100%.
But I don't understand why there was. Look, I think Kane mentioned throughout the episode that you guys you planned to kill her in the first place. But Monet dying, to me, it deserved an episode. Well, not fundamentally an episode, but it could have been. I don't want to jump too far, but it could have been Monet dying, half of the episode, and revenge on what happened to Noma's child. Do you get what I mean? I think that itself was big enough for it to be covered in just one episode.
That's what I said. 100%. They've consistently throughout this whole series squeezed things into it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
100.
it becomes a lot pacier, but then you don't get to sit with those emotions. Like for me,
Correct.
like I said, when I say it was emotional, it was just emotional just because like as they're wheeling out the body bag, you could hear the voices of like what Kane was saying when his mum was dying, what Diana was saying, what Drew was
Yeah.
saying. That's why I say it was emotional. Like, but it was like I think I think the kids did well in trying to like live the legacy of Ramona. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
feel
but
they did their mum proud.
well, at the end they did it proud, right? But I just felt, to me, her passing should have had more of a fundamental effect on them emotionally, because I think if you fast forward to Diana's part,
It had emotions with Diana.
yeah, but with Diana just more is just, I don't know.
But I think this is the thing that had. And we'll talk about like where we think they're going to go. But I think this was potentially the trigger that changes in Diana.
Well, yeah, I thought that. I think from one of the particular scenes, nearer to the end, I felt that was like, I'm going to be the head of the table. That's
Yeah.
how I felt. She was angry,
Mm.
emotional, and I think she was more emotional the fact that the siblings all split up and decided to go their own ways. Obviously, we speak about Kane and his incident, and Drew deciding to could continue with his artistic.
I think it's the best thing for Drew because I think Drew he was going only one way, bro. It was too much for him.
Well, to be honest, with Drew, he was never made out for this. He was continuously forced into being in this world.
But remember, his dad always thought that he was actually going to be the one, innit? His dad always actually said he was the one, not Kane.
Yeah,
And I guess
I never understood why, though. To be honest,
no, but now you understand because I think he's actually out of both of them, he's the killer.
you think
He's the
so?
one. Yeah, I think like Kane.
Drew.
Yeah, no, Kane is braggadocious. Kane is braggadocious. He's like, it's all about, you get me? It's about what I look like. It's about the scene. Like, I'll do my job, but it's about it. Where Drew, I feel like Drew is like, no talking, bro. I've come to do a job, and then he goes, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, you see, like, what was my man's name? Do you remember my man in I Can't Stand the Rain? The guy that was in BMF.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's how Drew is. Like Drew just moves like, bro, I'm silent but violent, bro. Like he boom.
nah,
Obviously, he's not on Omar's level, yeah. But he's that guy, bro.
no. I honestly, I don't see it personally.
Nah, bro. When he went into the prison, he was taking man out like it was no one's business. Like Drew's body count is ridiculous.
No. I agree. His body count is ridiculous, but that whole prison thing. Look, don't get me started in that prison thing, because there's no point, because we're moving.
We'll talk about
Yeah,
it. But I'm
yeah,
saying
exactly.
I think Drew's the guy. Considering
Only for
where he
you.
came from. Remember where he came from? Like Lipson, man, when he's drawing pictures of him playing basketball to like a stone cold killer, bro.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I get that. But to me, Drew should have lost his life some while ago.
Yeah.
But I personally think so anyway.
All right. So obviously, like I said, we've come to the season finale. Who do we go with, man? Who do we start with? Whose storyline is the best?
What? Wait.
Like we got Nomar, we got Carter. Like, who do we go for first?
Let's go for Carter, because obviously
Yeah.
Norma is more or less nearer to the end. But
All right. So obviously we had Carter, and at the end of last episode, Carter was caught by what? Oh my god! How can I forget Tariq's best friend? Braden and Effie had caught him, then handcuffed him, and then had obviously brought him back to see Tariq.
correct, yeah, in the garage.
And he's locked up, and then I don't know. I think obviously the conclusion makes sense, yeah. But until the conclusion, I was just thinking, all of you lot are dickheads. Like,
No,
take him out, bro. Like, I didn't
yeah.
understand. Like, I don't care that he's a cop. Like, at this point here, like, obviously, listen to me. I'm saying this is the last episode. Yeah, everything goes. Yeah, but at this point there, I was taking him out, bro. Why are we talking, bro? You
No,
don't do too much talking.
No, but you got to remember the evidence that you had on Tariq and Braden. You got to remember that. But that was, but,
no, I
but
guess
that,
that was
that's
a turning point.
Yeah, no, see, that was a turning point, and that's why they didn't take him out, because fundamentally those guys would have gone prison forever, and they couldn't allow that to happen. But Tariq was planning to do that. He was in his mind to take him out, but based on that evidence, he was like, "Oh shoot, we can't do that. So we need to find another way." And I think that's when he had a conversation with Davis, and Davis said to him, basically,
You got to find something.
he's got something on you. You got to find something on him. Do you get what I mean? But before we move to the other scene with Braden and Effie, sorry. What frustrated me was, look, I don't mind Carter being cocky, but his demise is just like he's come from one angle, and when Tariq had the information on him, he was like a totally different person. And that's, and I thought, why are you doing that? And again, I question, he didn't even need to be in this season.
No, the conclusion of the season makes him like there's a reason for him to be in there. But it was a case of like, did we need him?
No, we didn't.
Or is it that you felt that Nomar couldn't hold a whole season by herself as the antagonist?
I felt she could have, because it could have been various different scenarios in regards to.
You remember, like Nomar had them on the ropes for one episode, bro. Remember, it was the first episode back here where Nomar was like, "We're going to kill you," and then before you knew it, everyone was brethren again.
Yeah,
in one episode. I don't think she could have gone the whole season.
Well, look, like you know, they introduced their brother. They could have introduced her a bit, produced him a bit earlier than before.
Yeah,
do you get what I mean? Him just coming for the wedding. It's like, really, where have you been all your life?
Nice. But so the whole Carter thing with Carter, and then him sweating, and obviously they find out that Carter was the one that planted. Well, Carter basically killed. He's a cop killer. Yeah,
correct. Yeah,
because he killed. What am I not remember his name? It's his actual name, Tate. Yeah, I was thinking it's his actual name. So he killed Tate, and then obviously they've got the bullet and all the rest of it. Like they found, they could see the evidence that he keeps on visiting this case. Why does he keep on visiting this case? And they put two and two together, and they said, "Boy, he must be the person that killed him."
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. But I still thought at that point they didn't have anything on him, like in the sense of like, who's going to believe you?
No, you're right. Who's going to believe you? But you got to remember. So after they found out this information, when they went to his house to look at his laptop, and then obviously realizing the information had to be erased from the main laptop, it was a case of where. Don't forget, Tariq somewhat called his bluff to a certain degree.
Yeah.
He called his bluff. Then he said to Carter, and Carter said basically, "What do you want?" That's what he said. What do you want? And that's when they let Carter go. But even that scene, when they let him go, they didn't show him letting him go.
No.
So, because sorry. So when I was watching it, I was like, I didn't see a full agreement to say I'm letting you go.
And that's why the scene where Drew comes in, where Drew teams up with them, and then Drew goes to the police station to help them delete this file on the main computer.
Correct.
When the woman goes, "Oh, I just saw Carter come in through the evidence hatch," I thought, "What?
Thank you.
What are you talking about?" I was like, No, he didn't, because he's still with them, man.
This is what I'm trying to, and that upset me so much, because I was like, no, I had to rewind it to try and understand what exactly happened. I was like, that frustrated me. Again, you know, like cutting corners, like Monet, her part, And this part it's like a cut corner. Like you didn't need to cut it because it didn't make if it didn't make sense to you and it didn't make sense to me, it didn't make sense to more or less everyone else. But it didn't have to do that.
And I know we spoke about the episodes potentially being more episodes. The alternative they could have done is made this episode a little bit longer than the other ones, because this was the same 1 hour as all the others. Give us 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
To be fair, and I'm slightly going back. I was disappointed. Why did we not give Monet a service, bro? Like, I know they spoke about Monet having a service, bro. Surely she deserves a service, bro.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Like when I go back to Game of Thrones, when Dany died, and Jon Snow killed her, it's like, oh, we forgot. We didn't see anyone mourn. We didn't see anything, and that's what frustrated me. I'm like, Monet was meant to be a big dog, and no one's having nothing. Like you got to do the service. You have to do that, and that's why I felt like this episode and the Carter episode should have. Carter episode. That section and the Carter section should have been as one. It should have been a separate episode put together, and the final with Noma and those guys, a totally different one. That's how I felt it should have been. It should never have been all in one. They just squeezed it all, and from that section of that part, this really, really disappointed me.
Yeah, I hear that. So obviously, sorry, I'm eating ice. I apologize. All right, so we've obviously got Carter we've got Carter in the police station. They go and they delete the footage of Carter, which now means they have Carter by the short and curlies. Yeah. And then Drew goes and speaks to Carter. And then he speaks to him. And then that's when the other police officer, I can't remember his name right now, Nick. Maybe
his name is Nico.
Nico then obviously puts 2 and 2 together, and he gets the bullet from the case, because obviously he's always thought there's something wrong with the case, isn't it? He's always felt there's something going wrong. Then obviously he says to Drew, I need you to go and kill Tariq. He says, I got the drop on Tariq, and then he goes to the place to go and kill Tariq. Yeah. Meanwhile, when he gets there, everyone's got their gun on him. Yeah, and he's fighting for his life now, isn't it? But he's still got that slight cockiness about him. Like he's cocky to the end. He's like, no, what are you gonna do? Look, everyone knows who I am. What are you gonna do? Kill me? They'll be here in 2 seconds. Like he's trying to call their bluff. I thought at this point they were recording him.
Yeah, that's what I didn't think Nico would come in. I don't think anyone. Yeah.
I thought they were recording him. Yeah, I thought they were recording him. I thought, boom, we've got the video. And then, like, because when he kept saying, "No, you ain't got nothing with me. I've deleted everything." I thought, okay, cool, that they've got him, innit? Nico comes out.
What he said is I think he hid the bullet or something like that. Yeah. And Braden said, or Drew, I think someone said that, Drew, whatever. I said,
it's Braden.
Braden said, here's the bullet.
And then obviously Nico comes. Nico says, we were like brothers, man. And then he starts talking about how he would have gone to hell for him and all of the rest of it and all the rest of it. And then obviously they're saying, boom, you're going to go to prison for a long time. Like, you get me? You're a cop killer.
Yeah. Simple as that. And the thing is, sorry, just a quick thing. Like, they didn't mind being crooked police in a sense of gaining extra cash and all that kind of stuff. But the fact that you're taking out our own, that's the real problem there. And the thing is, Carter knew that. Carter killing him. I remember, I think he killed him in episode 7, I think it was, or episode 6. And he knew he totally did wrong.
He fucked up from the beginning.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely messed up big time. And the fact that they chose not to kill him and chose to get him sent to prison. And we all know a policeman in prison is problematic.
Yeah.
100%.
We have better man in there that he sent down.
Oh, exactly. 100%. Loads of people that he sent down. So he's in the worst position ever, and I can't ever see him coming out, to be honest.
No. But what I did like as well is by sending him down, it discredited him. So all when he's talking about like whatever dirt he had on man,
Yeah.
he's like, brother, he's dirty caught, bro. What you talking? You know what man said? What we talking about?
Yeah, you killed your own. You killed your own without a doubt.
Yeah, like, brother, you know what's like in court? I'd be like, brother, Mr. Judge, man, how you gonna trust man after he killed one of his own, bro? I don't know he's making stuff up on me. You get me?
Yeah, yeah.
So it was good. I thought it worked out to be good, but I still wanted him. I would have liked to see his comeuppance. I would have liked to either, I don't know, a scene showing him in prison, like getting bust up by the man, them pause, or like a bullet to the head or something, you know, like that. I thought that's what it was going to be for him.
The thing is, you're probably right. It would be good, and again, this is why I think it should have been a different episode. Like, I think seeing stuff like that, the outcome of him going to prison, so it just shows progression. Like, okay, that's what's happened to him. He's done. Do you get what I mean?
An ending montage. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah,
like
you're right. Yeah,
the Wire used to do it. Yeah, so like in the last episode of the Wire, it goes back to it shows like where some of them are now. So for example, it showed them like some of the kids where like they had been successful when they were going to university now, or others were like going back to the streets. One becoming Omar, all that kind of stuff. It would have been nice at the ending montage,
that guy
like
ended
to
up
see where they were.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been good.
But I guess I don't know if 50 leaves this open. I say 50 because it's 50, but it could have been any of them. I don't know if they leave it open because at some point they might revisit it or spin-offs or whatever. I don't know.
Potentially, but we move on to that and never to the end of what I believe what's going to happen. So,
all right, well, let's go. So obviously Monet dies and the Tahadas are obviously not happy about it. Obviously it's their mum and they want to seek revenge, and they want to seek revenge on Noma because Noma was the one that pulled the trigger. How did you think that storyline played out?
I actually somewhat enjoyed it. Again, I felt them going to war. Well, obviously, you expected that, but I felt that again. I mentioned earlier, Kane was the only one emotional, crying, etc. And I didn't get Diana and Drew's take of it, but obviously they wanted revenge, so they went out and went to seek revenge. And when they pulled up at the house with guns and everything else, which kind of makes sense. That's what I expected. But didn't think they would kidnap Anya.
Yeah,
I didn't expect they would kidnap the daughter, and more or less took her and wasn't too sure what to do with her initially. And obviously, they spoke to Mr. Tariq, and Tariq said, "Look, I can get the information out of her.
Yeah.
Like, let me just do my thing." And that's where it was quite smart by Tariq, to be honest. Where she was tied up on the floor, he's coming from nowhere.
Hero.
And like hero thing, tying her up, like I'm so tying up, cutting a rope, whatever it is. Then it says run. And then Kane
doing the shot.
Kane didn't even shoot in the air. He's still shooting at the vehicle.
You know, Kane is like, I gotta make this look realistic. You know the ones there, like if it hits you, it hits you. But I'm making this look realistic, bro.
Yeah, no.
You need to see a bullet fly past your window. That's the only way she's gonna realize she's in danger.
You know what? And that's exactly what Kane would say.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be realistic, you know. Trying to be realistic, but I like the way that Tariq kind of planned that. And when they were in the range, and she was saying, like, who are you? Like what would you do with my mum and all that kind of stuff? And he just said, look, I work for her. Like, I do drugs. I'm just being honest with you.
I'm a drug dealer. And he's like, why do you do this? Considering what happened to all of our parents and your dad and my dad. He's like, brother, this is all I know.
Yeah, no, real talk. And go on.
I don't know if you've seen it yet. Sorry, it's slightly off field. So like obviously there's been like posts going around, yeah. And like how Tariq has got like there's no one that can do it like Tariq. And it's got like pictures of like Effie, Lauren, Diana and Anya. Yeah. But it wasn't until today I looked at Anya and said, all right, she's actually decent. I hear where the post was going.
She
I'll be
definitely.
before, like I didn't think it, but like she's better than a load of them still. She's better
Oh
than
yeah,
a lot.
100%, 100%. I totally agree.
She's better than a lot of them. She's better than a lot of them. But yeah, sorry, that was just me being like, I mean, I was in the moment. Okay.
But
yeah.
So can we just 1 second? Did you see that scene with Carter from Training Day?
Which one?
So when I had the guns against Carter,
yeah,
and he said, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
And just reminded me of Training Day, and I started busting up straight away. I was like, this guy's a waste guy. They took that scene from Training Day, and I honestly thought he was gonna say, you motherfuckers. I honestly thought that he was going to say that, but sorry.
It probably could have, but you know, the copyright thing would have been a bit different, isn't it?
You think so?
I don't know.
Nah, man. I don't think it'll be copyright thing, to be honest. Sorry. So just going back into the range when they were driving, and like you said, what she was saying to Tariq. And they kind of got over that. And Tariq said, look, where do I take you? Like, where's your mother at? Do you get what I mean? Obviously, then they drove her to a hideout where if anything ever happened to Anya, this is where you got to go. And as soon as she got out of the car, the gates opened because there's CCTV everywhere. And Noma kind of opened the door and said, Anya, thank God, oh, baby. Then all you hear is doom. 6 shots I heard, and I thought, go on.
No, I was confused at this point because I thought they were shooting at Noma.
No, exactly. That's what I thought, and that's exactly what I thought. At first, I thought it was Tariq shooting because I didn't clock, because the way Tariq was just sitting out there, just waiting to see she goes up and all that kind of stuff. But boy, the 6 shots took Anya out.
The worst thing is you saw them getting her back. Boom, boom. And I said, huh? I said, no, not Anya. You know the ones I thought I felt bad because like she didn't deserve this.
This is what I'm trying to. She didn't deserve it.
And this is none of this.
And this is one of the reasons Tyreek was so angry.
Yeah,
he was like, that wasn't a plan. I know. He was with her and all that kind of stuff, but that wasn't a plan.
Yeah, this is not what we spoke about.
Yeah, but to see who the gunman was, I didn't expect to see who the gunman was. I didn't expect that.
No. And then when you turn around and you see just Diana, and then she just turns around and she goes, now she's going to know how it feels. I said, huh? I said, who is this?
This is what I'm trying to say. Who is this?
This was like Monet Part 2, bro.
No, but the thing is, this wasn't her 2 episodes ago when she killed that woman for killing her baby, then saw the child and went to go and read a blood clot book. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, where it's like, even last episode, I saw, you see the episode when Monet dies, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Diana's holding the gun like she's a trained assassin, bro. Like she's been taking it out on the gun range, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Now she's taking gal out from like yards. You get me?
It's from far, bro.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. The shots in the back. It wasn't like she missed and they were bouncing off of things, and it ricocheted and licking her neck back. She hit her in her back. Boom, boom, boom.
And Miss Noma all the way through, Mister.
Because I would have took out both of them, but she almost said, "Fuck it, I don't want to take out Noma. Noma must feel how I feel. Now we're even," kind of thing. Well, we're still going to kill her, but now we're feeling we're even.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think that was a good idea by Diana, because you want to make her suffer as much as possible, because guess what? She made you suffer. She lost. You killed her mother. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. You killed her mother. So now, but the thing is, she did the right thing, despite Kane going mental, saying like, "Nah, we want the mum." Do you get what I mean? But I think she did the right thing in the fact that she would more or less come for them in a sense. Yes. But don't you think it was deep? Like the brother said, like, listen, I'm having no part in this anymore.
Yeah, no, he's out because he looked at Noma and he's like, Noma, you fucked up in Italy. You're fucking up here, bro. What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm about money. We're supposed to be about the paper, bro. Like, we're involved in a war that had got nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
And
fact.
that's what I think was wrong with Noma. Noma became too predictable. And that's what I didn't like. Noma last season was this untouchable kind of entity, bro. She was an entity. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she wouldn't be touching the drugs. She wouldn't touch anything because she had all them people around her. Now,
Yeah.
like she's doing deals. She's doing face to face. She's doing handoffs. She's sleeping with the enemy. I just thought sort of like, nah, this is bullshit. And
Yeah.
obviously that then becomes her demise.
Oh yeah, 100%. She messed up, and I even question if she's English or not,
No,
because
well, this is it. As I told you, that the whole family's Nige, but she speaks with a British accent, and maybe the thing is, the funny thing is, my mum was here at the time that I was watching it. Yeah,
Mhm.
so she comes to my house. I was watching it, and then I paused because my niece and my sister were there, or whatever. And while they're a bit old enough, they can watch certain things. I don't really want them to be watching all this kind of stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
stopped it and I was paused or whatever, and I was going. Mum was like, "Oh, she's the woman," and because she ain't watched this season, but she watched last season. I said, "Yeah, but Mum, she's British, but the whole of her family's Nige," and she was going, "I don't know, Nathan. Maybe she's the youngest one. Maybe she went to school in England." I said, "All right, Mum, maybe that's the case, but like, I don't get it because everyone speaks with hardcore Nige accent, bro, but you sound more British than I do."
Yeah, 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 yeah. Honestly, I don't like her accent. I know she's born in England in real life and everything else, but I'm not having an accent. I hate it. I hate the way she speaks. Obviously she must be in some push school, whatever it is. But I can't stand the way she speaks, and like the way she emphasizes particular words. It's like I can't stand it. But yeah, it is what it is in a way. Um, her daughter died, and fundamentally her brother left and said, basically, we're not backing you no more. We're
Yeah,
going back to more or less. We're going back to Nigeria, and no
no, it's
one's
not.
backing you.
You
Which I
become on the
felt,
thing.
which I felt it was deep though. Him saying that because, as you know, your niece has just been killed. So
Yeah,
obviously, it's
but
just like,
again, he's looking at it and he's going, from a business point of view, what are we doing here? Like, and you remember, he said to her from the beginning, let's go. He said from the beginning of the episode, let's go. What are we doing? Anya was there at the time. You get me?
yeah,
When Anya's arguing with Noma, like
yeah,
he's there saying, let's go. What are we still doing here?
agreed. Um, but even with her brother, I think he could have come into the show much earlier than what he did. He just came for the wedding. There was
Yeah, but I think that was because remember, I think he didn't like that his sister got in control of anything. Like I think he, them kind of one where again it's similar to I guess when we talk about House of Dragon, when we talk about who's actually supposed to be who's supposed to be in control. We give it
yeah,
to the daughter, but really it should have been the son or you get me, them kind of things there.
yeah, yeah.
I think it's one of those ones where he's obviously resentful that obviously she's in control and he should have been. So I get it, I hear it. Like I hear it. But obviously they go, yeah. And then they're like, how can we get no more? And we say, okay, cool, let's set this up. Let's say that we're going to do the private jet. As soon as we use one of her private jets, she gets the alert to say that we're doing this. Then she'll come for us.
Yeah.
So then obviously you got all the Tahadas there, crouched down by the side of the plane, just like where their brother Zeke died. Yeah. I'm not their
It's the
brother
same,
Zeke.
it's almost the same place, isn't it?
Yeah, almost the same place, yeah. Obviously the budget can't stretch too far. And then they're like, oh cool, we're gonna take her out. Did you expect Nomad to turn up with the boy then?
She is a grass.
Bro, she snitched, bro, came with bare feds. But even when they came with bare feds, yeah, they were like 3 cars, yeah. And then she was just there by herself. Because obviously she's got no one with her now, innit?
Yeah, yeah. Which I find very strange.
But everyone kicked in it.
I'm not having it.
Everyone kicked. So then obviously she's there by herself, acting like she's all prestigious. They arrest Diana and they arrest Drew. And then even then, she's still standing there. Like she's not even saying, where's Kane? There should be a third one. She's not saying anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, I get that, but at the same time, you would have thought like, yes, I've arrested them, not even really thinking. But yeah, you should have thought
Because
about
the
Kane.
plane
Like,
said the plane was for 3 people, isn't it? So you'd assume that all 3 of them are taking off.
yeah, of course.
Then obviously, because there's no police with her, she's just a normal civilian. At this point, I thought, Kane, you are going to go out like an assassin, bro. Obviously, Kane says, "Yeah, I wanted you to be the last person. I wanted you to see me as the last person you ever saw." Boom! One shot to the dome. She drops like a sack of potatoes.
Even when he shot her, I didn't expect him to shoot her that quick. It was like, if you watch it again, it's like I thought there's a few more seconds before he shot, but he went like boom, and I thought, oh my god, and I thought, like you said, the way she fell down and everything else.
There was none of this, like Jerry. There was none of this. Wait till everyone's gone. There was none of this. Let me grab her. None of it, bro. Just went boom.
Yeah, and he was prepared to lose his life as well as, and I think obviously before Drew and Diana got arrested, he was saying to them, no, you guys get arrested. I'm cool to take this on. Absolute real one, without a doubt.
Then he goes, so he takes her out, and then he gets shot at.
Yeah, a few times. I think he got 2
and
gunshots.
Somehow, he managed to disappear. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's just
and
like...
I saw it, and I saw him take the 2 shots, and I saw where the blood was, and then somehow he disappeared. I'm assuming through the door, with no one else noticing. I thought, that's a bit risky. Are you hiding underneath the car? Are you in the car? I was a bit confused.
Yeah. And I think
you go.
No, I'll just move on to the next scene, because the next scene, I think it was him on the bed, right? And the doctors, he was already bandaged up by a mysterious doctor.
Yeah.
And he was basically, his whole intention was to leave, to leave New York and escape. And good old, before I move into Effie, is it Effie?
Effie.
I actually feel sorry for her, you know.
No, she's the people take the piss out of her.
No, because all she wants to do is do a computer.
Work on fucking robots, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, all that money she saved for that course, she gives it to Kane. Like, obviously, I respect her for doing that, because Kane's got. But I don't understand where Kane's money is. Like, where's Kane's money? He's meant to be some big drug dealer, and there's no money around you like that.
Yeah, but none of them have got money.
But why?
It's mental, considering we sell as much drugs as we sell, yeah? Remember, Tariq don't even drive. Like, I don't get it. The whole thing is confusing, bro. You lot are drug dealers, what, for the bants? You see that even in the ends, yeah? At least we have drug dealers that go to the clubs and try and pop champagne in it and try to stunt on the gal them. These are not even raving. They're not stunting on anyone. Where is their money going?
Because if she had her money.
Like, if he was stacking her P, bro. Obviously, we know where Brader's money was going. Yeah. But, so obviously, so Effie gives him the money. He says, obviously, look, your face is all over the news. You need to get out of here. She's like, all right, cool, thanks, I'm kicking. Maybe he gets a spin-off, who knows? Yeah. And then we obviously, so now Mona's dead.
Yeah.
Now Carter's been incarcerated.
Yeah.
Diana and Drew. Well, it then goes back to the next scene, because it now goes to Davis. Davis talking to the police about what they can and cannot do. Yeah. And how we've got to release these people. Look, Noma was the one you really wanted. You've got her now, or she's dead. It's a win-win for all of you. And then obviously the rest of Tahada's come out. They hear that Cade is doing fine. And then they're like, okay, cool. Kane got away. And they were like, well, okay, what's going on? Drew said, brother, I'm going to Paris. I'm going to go do my artwork. I'm good.
Yeah, standard. It's like, I'm done. I shouldn't have been in the game in the first place. And this is my this is my calling, because I think in episode 5, I think didn't he show his work to someone?
Yeah.
And then they said, "Oh, maybe you should do something like this."
Mm.
And again, it's not like it's something new. We've seen it from the very
Yeah.
beginning
Season
of
1.
exactly season 1, that this is something that he wanted to do. And yeah, I respect him for going away and deciding to do it.
But Diana, again, it's only what she knows, isn't it? Like, what does she know? She was gonna have a baby. She wanted to leave the game. Now it looks like she wants the game tattooed on her knuckles, bruv.
This is one, because there's a scene where there's a chair in front of her and she's holding a chair,
Yeah.
and remembering stuff
My
back
name.
in the day. But yeah, exactly. But the aggression in her face, the anger in her face, honestly, I just felt she wants to be a number 1 kingpin of some sort and build a new family of.
Yeah.
She's thinking about something, but then again, I thought her wanting to be a form of kingpin, but doesn't Tariq plan to lock that all down?
No, but I don't know if she. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Is she looking to be his and hers? Like, is her and Ghost, like her and Tariq, gonna be? I don't know, bruv. Are they
No,
doing an empire
I
together?
hope,
I
I
don't
hope,
know. The whole
I
thing
hope
seems a
not.
bit
I hope
weird.
not.
Well, clearly at the moment we don't know what's going on, because what we do know is there's going to be no more episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what we do know. All right. So, and I guess the only thing left really is Tariq.
And yeah, exactly. And I think that we're going to go straight to, well, how far can we go straight
No,
to the end?
bro, we're
Yeah.
40 minutes into it, bro. We can do anything we want.
Yeah. So, and I think that last scene with Tariq and Noma's brother, I think that scene was fantastic.
Mm.
Now, that means you didn't like it at all.
No. I know why you think it's fantastic, because he says, "Oh, like a ghost."
But that was, because he was so against Ghost, so against it, and it's come on. There's a whole 360, and he says like, "Yeah, Ghost," and I thought, and I felt, I was like, like this giving me shivering me timbers.
Quaking in my boots.
This is what I'm saying.
I thought though, but you know what it was? I'm disappointed because I thought Tariq was cleverer than that.
What in the sense,
Like, in the sense of staying in the game, bro. Like, you have the option to be with your mum and your sister, bro. You've been screaming family from fucking season 1, bro. Yeah. Like, I felt like at that point you could have just rolled off into the sunset. Why do you still need to be in the game?
Because it knows nothing else.
No, but he does. He's in uni, bro. Like, let's get your degree and bounce.
Yeah, I know, but he. To me, I always knew he would stick to the game, and
because that's what, for it to say this the last episode, and then he's still a drug dealer, just made me think, well, what the fuck, man? What's the whole point? And then even stuff like you're recruiting Iffy and Braden, I thought to myself, like, saying to Braden, you're not my number 2, you're not my lieutenant. You work for me.
No, you're not my partner anymore.
Yeah, you're not my partner. You're just you're a worker. And then Iffy saying, boy, all right, cool, I'll just work for you. I'll do the this, but and never. And obviously now he's got a network with the police. So that's why he feels like he's ticked all the boxes.
Correct. Yeah.
Every man gets paid and he can just be the distro for New York.
Correct. Which is going to make him absolute. And this is where it's a bit frustrating, right? Because there's no more episodes. There's no more seasons.
So what do you think a spin-off is Tariq as an adult now? Like as a kingpin of New York?
Yeah. So, okay, before we get... Yeah. So I personally think... I don't know if he's going to be a new version of Tariq come in for a spin-off, but I think it'll still be Tariq, but I don't think it'll be just be Tariq. I think like based on the final scene after he said his ghost, we saw the last. Did you see the last clip that was there at the end?
Which bit was that? Because let me not. I don't know if I pressed stop before the thing finished.
No, because Prime doesn't show it, but alternatives do show it.
Ah, so what was it?
Okay, so right at the end, Tariq gets a phone call.
What?
And see, this is what I'm trying to say. You didn't see it because Prime didn't show it. 'Cause when I watched it on a Marlon's app, right?
Shout out Marlon. Shout out Marlon for that.
Marley Ma! Yeah. When I watched it on Marlon's app, Tariq got a phone call and it says, "Yeah, what's up?" And basically, you don't know who he's speaking to. Basically, the person saying, "I need your help. I need people taken out." Yeah, we're family forever. You know this.
Oh, what? Shut up.
I'm trying to say, brother.
Brother, I now need to go back and find the ending.
Yeah, you missed that. You missed that. So basically, what the conclusion is, Tommy's called him, innit? So he's going to go to Chicago while everyone's running everything.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. That there just kind of just blew things open. It's like, hold on, he's going to go. So that's what it is. He got a phone call and says, "Oh, don't worry, we're family. You know this." And says, "Gone to Chicago." So you expect, because do you remember what I was saying to you? Tommy's going to come in and save him.
Yeah, some sort.
Yeah, but it looks like he's going to go and save Tommy and sort out some beef with Tommy. Who is he going to go with? I don't know. But I expect to see Tariq in Tommy's the Force.
No, but hold on. Okay, hold on. Do you think Kane's going to Chicago?
Not too sure where Kane's going to go, but it would make sense. But let me just tell you this now, right? Just for your information, the Force is next season, is the last season.
Last season of that one, yeah.
But when it was announced that it was the Force's last season, Tommy did a video. I mean, the real character Tommy, and says, "If you think this is the last of Tommy, you've got another thing coming." Because there was an announcement of that season, which makes me believe there will be a spin-off with the new Ghost and Tommy, and then it will bring in characters like Kane back in. Do you get what I mean? A couple Braden episodes jump in. I know you're pissed you didn't see that.
No, because I need to go and watch this now, because I need to go and see this. I didn't see that.
No,
also, though,
yeah,
I feel like they missed another trick, bro. Why didn't they bring Rashad back in this episode?
Rashad Tate.
I wanted Rashad to be fucking looking at Carter, like calling him a bastard or something. I just, you know what I mean? There was just so many things that were missing, man.
Yes. Again, it should have been.
Why was Blanca and them still after fucking Tariq? Why are Jenny and Blanca still going? What about Tariq St. Patrick? Bro, why are you making this child haunt you, bro?
No, well, listen, you got how many people died because of the Ghost Enterprise, the whole Ghost thing, and not Davis. What's his other one's name who died?
Oh,
Proctor?
Oh my God. Proctor. No, Proctor. Proctor was the original lawyer. You're talking about. I know you're talking about the white guy, the one who got about his love scenes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, you're like, don't forget he died. Don't forget, one of the Ramirez's nephew died. You know, they got them all. That's what I'm saying. They done too much. The original Ghost did too much, and obviously it's like, and they know Tariq's in the game, so it's one of the ones that they were pissed they couldn't get him right at the end. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
100%, there will be a spin-off. Obviously, Tariq will come into the Force, 100%, but there will be a spin-off with Tommy and Tariq.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think the thing is for me. I hear it, but Tariq is not that guy yet. Do you know what I mean? Like,
in a couple more years, he will be that guy. Because
but if he's going over there now, Tariq's not that guy yet.
No, but him going into it, it should have. It's natural him going into it. Why wouldn't it be? Because Tariq's look. He's running. He's doing. How many people has Tariq taken out?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's Cooper Sacks, by the way. It's Cooper Sacks.
Cooper, my man.
Cooper
I
Sacks.
did like Cooper Sacks. He was a
He was
snake.
good. He was good. He was good.
Never trust that geezer, you know.
No. Brother, if he could get an angle, that's what he was looking for, angles, bro.
Who killed him again?
Cooper Sacks
Someone's
he was
brother.
yeah, Theo Rollins. I can't remember who he was, to be fair, but he killed him.
Oh, Method Man's brother.
Yes.
Yeah, Method Man's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he was dying of cancer or something like that.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, bro. That seems like ages ago.
I know it is ages ago. I think season 2 that was so season 3.
Remember, because season 3 he came back because he wasn't Redman anymore. He was just some random brother. He was like, "Who's this, bro?" It's supposed to be Method Man brother.
Yeah,
they didn't have the budget for him.
that's what I'm trying to say. Mad. That's madness. Yeah. So, and I think Tariq's ready to go into the force. Young buck, young, fresh. You know, son of Ghost.
We're gonna have to go. We'll go into the force obviously before the force comes back out because there's so much. But I do think like we need to get Merv on and we need to go through like Power Book 2 in its entirety and see like what was going on. There's so many different, like even now I'm thinking back. There's so many different storylines, so many different concepts. Like you could probably do an episode about the Tahadas. You could do an episode about Noma. You could do an episode about the cops, Tariq growing up. Like there's so much stuff that we can do. Like that, where we need to kind of break down Power Book 2 Ghost, like, and if we feel it's success. So you've already said the way you think some people may go. On the whole, what are you saying? Power Book 2 Ghost was worth it this season?
No, this season, no. I don't think it's worth it. Obviously I've been frustrated with loads of things within this particular season, and I feel that there's so much they could have done better. But look, I'm a loyal fan. I'm an avid fan, so it's a case of yes, I'm disappointed, but look, when it always comes to last seasons of TV shows, they never plan out the way you want it to plan out. I think it could have ended much better. They could have done things differently. But what about you? What was you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I think this episode answered a lot of questions in the sense of it rounded off stories quite nicely. Yeah, there was nothing left open, kind of thing. It kind of, if anything, it ironed out everything properly. No more creases. The season, yes, 100% was very rushed. Yeah, it felt very rushed, and it felt like you had more of a storyline to give. And I felt like potentially, maybe, I don't know, did they know it was going to be the last season before they had introduced Carter and all the rest of it? I don't know. So then they felt they were playing catch up. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It just seemed a bit like a lot of stuff happened. Yeah. I get it. Monet had to die because the Tahadas had to live without her. I would have liked to see more of Tasha. Like, do you get me? I think Tasha's sick. Like, but I mean, like I felt like she's a ride or die, and she was always going to be able to help her son. Yeah.
Yeah, but look, Tasha's now an old woman. Let's be honest.
Nah, she's not, man. She's not.
Like, she's an old,
if she's an old woman, we can't still be rating. We can't still be rating Tommy, bro.
No, but Tommy's roadman for 100%.
And she's road girl, bro.
No, she's not that anymore. She left that life, bro.
No, she's been put in witness protection. That's why she left that life.
Then sorry to hear that she's not that person anymore. I to be honest, I don't think she should ever have come back into the show. Like her even making an appearance today. I mean, during the episode today, was there any need? Yeah, I don't think so.
No, but it shows his motivation. It shows Tariq's motivation. There has to be a motivation for Tariq to be doing what he's doing. Otherwise, it's a pointless activity.
Look, okay, cool. Tariq said all he does, he wants to make you guys live good again. He doesn't like where you live in, blah blah. Right? Really and truly, that won't take long for her to be up and running, living in a fantastic house, nothing to pay for, and still have a part-time job.
Sorry, just going back to Tariq, yeah, and Tariq's what he said to the brother, yeah. He said obviously he's gonna have one man doing the course correct, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's gonna have my man doing the fight clubs and the raves and that.
Yeah.
Braden. So who's doing the streets? Do you reckon does he give that to Diana?
No,
Like,
no. Yeah. Well,
because my thing is this: if you're going to be kingpin and you're telling you're going to you'll be moving mad weight, that the police are happy they're getting bags full of cash. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like there has to be a street connect. I didn't know who Street Connect was.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, they never really did street. Not
No, I
from.
know, but for you to be getting the amount of weight, but if you're not doing street, someone has to be doing street.
No. Yeah, and that's where. But don't forget, I think that's where you probably look at Diana, because he could say to Diana, "You can take this, and you get people to work for you to bring you the dough. I've got to connect, and Diana could take the street, and then her people could run the whole street scene." To get, we don't know, innit? It's all like, oh, what happens next? But nothing's gonna happen next, bro.
No,
we literally, what's gonna happen in the background? They'll probably work on a further spin-off involving Tommy and Tariq, and we will see these characters then come in. We see the progression
okay,
of them.
Yay or nay? A spin-off or a further story dedicated to Kane? Do you think Kane deserves a little bit more? Like, could Kane hold his own show or hold his own series or own thing?
I think he could.
All right, Drew.
Hell no.
Diana.
Hell no.
Well, I think that's it, really, isn't it? There's nothing, no one else, isn't it?
Yeah, Braden. Hell no.
Effie. It would have been nice. I thought if Effie had gone to go and do her computer thing, I thought it would have been nice for her just to have something.
Honestly, I wanted her to be saved, taken out of the game, because it was never. All she wanted to do is care about its number one, and she never ever got that.
Yeah. All right. Well, people, that was our season stories, whatever series finale of Power Book 2 Ghost. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments. The full Fully Geek Pod will come out on Friday as usual. Also, let us know, is Friday the right day to drop the podcast? If you think it's another day, let us know. Please just put us in the comments. Interact with us. Don't make us feel like we're talking to ourselves. But anyway, you know how the saying goes, one up, one down, one love. Gang, people, bless up, and we will see you soon. Peace.